All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out. Before we start, write me at KingTyson713@yahoo.com. If you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something, write me, KingTyson713@yahoo.com. Also, if you like this content, please go to the video tab section of the YouTube channel, click on the video that interests you, watch it, give me some feedback in the comments. I really appreciate that. So look, check it out. Before we start, I gotta say happy Father's Day, happy King Day to all the fathers out here. We need more fathers in our children's lives. We need all fathers to be in our children's life. Even if you are a man who stepped in as a stepfather, you are still appreciated as a father, because we know there are plenty of men who stepped in the stepfather role where the biological father was not around at all. So I still want to salute to you, brothers. If you are a man who stepped into a role for a for a child or children, a father figure role, this is for you, man. This is our day. This is King's Day. This is Father's Day. Also, I want to talk to the fellas. Fellas, everything is about progressing, excelling in life. You know, a lot of times we have this, as men, we have the sense of pride. We have the sense of holding everything in, keeping everything in. We got to stop doing that, fellas. Let me tell you why. To have a successful relationship, you have to be able to communicate with your woman. I always say this, but I'm going to say it again. We will have better relationships with our women if we learn to get an understanding of our women. A lot of times, fellas, you are not getting an understanding with your woman. You're not knowing your woman. You have to really have to be your woman's friend. You know, you have to be a best friend. And this is the reason why a lot of times relationships don't work out, because men and women in the relationships, they are not each other's friends. They're not each other's confidant. You know, if you looking at a woman just what a woman can do for you, fellas, or she cook, she clean, I pay the bills, that's it, then and relationships are transactional, right? But at the same time, we still have to treat a woman as of a human being, right? Because that'd be the problem. If you listen to what a lot of women say in relationships, a lot of women be drowning in relationships because they feel like, well, all the thing I'm good for is what I can do domestically, you know. And yes, the man will provide and protect, but also too, it's about a partnership. Two becomes one. It ain't just, I'm just finna rule with an iron fist. You know, we got to stop doing that, fellas. You got to start, you know, you have a much better relationship when your woman is comfortable being with you in your relationship. So a lot of times, fellas, we pride ourselves in ego and about just being the man. I'm the man, but you are not paying attention to your woman. You know, it's more to being a man just paying the bills. Let me say that. And ladies, it's more to your man than just paying the bills. Go to the ladies too. Ladies, you can't just look at your man as just a paycheck. You know, a lot of times women do look at men as a paycheck, but I believe that relationships will be better when the man understands his role, the woman understands her role, but we also can work together and make this thing work. That's the best relationship advice I can give people. Also, fellas, it's about advancing yourself as a man, right? If you're working, and I always say this, I gotta say it because it's Father's Day, but if you're working on it, you feel like you're working on a dead-end job, or you feel like you're working on a job, you're not making the money that you feel like you deserve, go back to school. Go get a loan, get some financial aid, go back to school. If you don't want to go back to school to get a college degree, get you a trade. It will change your life. I'm telling you. The more education you get, whether it be with a trade or through through college, the more access you have to more benefits and with money and a better paying career. I just want to throw that out there. It's never too late. Don't feel like you're too old to go back to school. Get it out that mindset. You know, it's never too late. You know, if you want to make a change. Also, too, when we have money, we feel better. We making more money, we feel better because we're able to provide for ourselves. We got kids, provide more for our kids. We with a wife or a girlfriend, we could go and travel, and we could do these type of things. As black folks, especially in our community, we like to stunt, no lie. We like to get the rims, we like to get, you know, new cars, we like to dress, you know, we like to go on trips, we like to flaunt our money. You know, a lot of times it could be a bad thing, but we do like to flaunt our money, you know. So it's like the more education you have, the more of trade skills you have, the more you'll make money, you'll be in high demand. So that's something I want to talk to the fellas about. A lot of times, fellas, this is a King's Day today, but I want to talk to the fellas about, you know, because one big thing is that a lot of us we're not happy in life. And when we're not happy in life, we want to sit there and try to down our woman, right? Or we want to sit and try to, you know, go try to hit a lick or something, right? And when that stuff don't be working out, when you hitting the lick don't work out, you getting caught going to jail, you know, or you taking it out on your woman because you're frustrated because the money's not there, and you know, things like that contribute to issues in your relationship. It does something to the ego. But this is why that's the advice I can tell my brothers. You know, I say this on a lot of my videos, but I gotta reiterate because I want my brothers to really understand is that it's money out here to be made. You know, you just gotta you legally. Let me say that it's money out here to be made legally, and a lot of us wasn't taught this. We wasn't taught about trade schools, because let me tell you, in my trade, I do HVAC trade. If this is your first time watching, you didn't know, I do HVAC, and it's not a lot of us in these fields. When I look at electricians, plumbers, it's not a lot of us. When I started doing HVAC 20 years ago, it damn sure wasn't a lot of black people in it at all. It's starting to be a little bit more, but still not enough. And if enough of us can get into these trade fields, we could pass it on to our kids, our nephews, our cousins, whoever. And this is what I try to do on my channel to the brothers. You know, I want my brothers to advance, because these other folks out here making money and having stocks and bonds and doing real estate, and we still and passing down wealth to their families and businesses to their kids and all that stuff, and we don't have none of that in our family. The only thing we can pass down is style and how to dress. That's all we can pass down. So, and we can't live a comfortable life. So these are things I want to talk to my fellas about. You know, excelling, advancing yourself. Also too, loving black women. I want more black men to love black women, because let me say this, I know what other YouTube talking points are, internet talking points is, but black women are on our side, man, more than what you think they are. When you are with a black woman, you got a rider on your side. She will ride for you. I just seen, and rest in peace to his brother, I wasn't trying to look at the video, but the YouTube brother who lost his life, prayers to their family. Him and his wife lost their life to another YouTuber, right? And they was making a live video. I'm gonna give y'all an example. They was making a live video talking about they was out there in Vegas and stuff like that. It was a live video. They set the camera down. They was enjoying the view, talking to a couple of people next to them that was passing by and whatnot. And the YouTuber was looking for them. You know, they had a personal beef going on, right? And the YouTuber who unalived this brother and his wife, the sister jumped in front of him when he pulled the blowout. You know what I mean? When he pulled that out, she jumped in front of him. So let me say this: a black woman ain't no. This is my personal opinion. Personal experience, personal opinion, people that I know from my own self, a black woman. And I'm not saying she was right to do that, But I'm saying, I'm just using that one example I can just think of the top of my head. A black woman, when a black woman loves her black man, she will jump in front of a bullet for him. And what I'm trying to tell the brothers is that black women love you. We just have to start learning how to process that love and give that same love right back. And black folks will be all right. If we can get back to the essence of black unity, black love, we'll be all right. That's what I be trying to talk about in my channel, man. No, this channel is not about saying who got the perfect relationship, and I'm not trying to tell y'all to, okay, you must be married. Preacher, y'all gotta be married because I'm married. Sometimes marriage don't work out for people. This is my second marriage, you know. So my first marriage didn't work out, you know. But if you have a failed marriage, if you want to get out there again and try it again. If it works out for you. If it don't, it don't. It's life. Some people are not meant to be married. You know, some people are meant to have just a partner that they committed to, and they don't get married. You know, it's life. It is what it is. You know, my thing is that I just want y'all to be happy. I want y'all to be loved. And when you are in love, when you with somebody that you know that's gonna ride it out with you, there's no better feeling. And I just want my brothers to, we got to get out of that hatred towards black women, because all this stuff about YouTube talking points about black women are all for themselves and they don't need no man, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. You got to understand, if a black woman didn't need a man, why would they put so much emphasis on it if they don't need a man? If you don't need a man, it'll be something quiet. You don't need it. But because you say that, because a black woman is trying to say, let me say this. I don't want to speak for black women, but my personal opinion is, when a black woman is in love with a black man, ain't shit you could tell her. So let me say that. Ain't shit you could tell her, right? So what I'm saying is that as black men, we got to understand that black women love us, and we need to, I'm just making a long story short, we need to love them more. We need to love them better, and not listen to these YouTube talking points about black women and this and black women is that, because that's not true. Let me tell you something, you're going to have 304s, you're going to have shiesty women in any other race. Majority of the time, y'all got to look at it. If you got 75% of women who actually are good characters of people, man, you got 25% of women who just ain't shit, that ain't trying to do right, move the way they move. Why are you worried about the 25%? Let's focus on the 75% women who love their man, who want a husband to be there for them and get the protection and being provided for and having kids and everything like that. Let's focus on that 75%. Don't worry about the 25% that's doing whatever. That'd be the problem. We worried about the 25%, worried about the 75%, and we'll be all right. But I just want to say those key points to my fellow black kings, man. Happy Father's Day. Happy King's Day. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. One love. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out.